It's a pretty well-known fact that Spy gets 2 points for a backstab kill. Stupid Frenchman. But what you might not have known is that getting a headshot with the Huntsman gives you 2.5 points. Stupid Australians. This is because, while the Spy gets a point for the kill and another point for the backstab, the Sniper gets a point for the kill, half a point for the headshot kill, and another point specifically because it was a Huntsman headshot kill. Now keep in mind that the scoreboard doesn't actually show half points. So the first headshot is shown as a respectable 2 points, but the second reveals itself as a massive 3 points for 1 kill. Except that's not even entirely true. It could go up to 4 points for 1 kill. Every 600 damage dealt, the game gives you a point, meaning that if the kill happens to align with that 600 damage threshold, it's another point. That's 3.5 points for 1 arrow. And I'll be honest here, I'm awful with the Huntsman. My team is effectively a player down whenever I equip it, but even then, I firmly do not believe that getting a Huntsman headshot is impressive enough to warrant 3.5 times the amount of points that is given to a demo for a well-placed and executed sticky trap. Did you know that killing a level 1 dispenser that was just placed is the exact same amount of points as killing a medic at 99% Uber? Or for that matter, did you know that a level 1 dispenser and a level 3 sentry are worth exactly the same? Each one of those is 1 singular point. Also worth 1 point is Ubering, which makes sense. But it doesn't really matter what type of Uber you use or when you use it. That means that during pregame, you can go Vaccinator Medic, click around randomly, and mash right click while you get a ton of points before the gates even open. All of this combined makes the entire scoreboard look suspect. You could be the MVP of a match through exploits or weird game quirks or just having 2 teleporters next to each other and someone dedicated to taking them over and over. You don't actually need to be any good at the game in order to be considered the most valuable player. But how would you even fix this? You could try to scale points differently, maybe? Maybe have a level 3 sentry worth more than a level 2 or a level 1, but then a level 3 sentry is worth more than killing a medic or a sniper. And even if you make the medic and sniper specifically worth more, what if they suck? Is a sniper using a broken 360 controller worth the exact same amount of points as a sniper that spends 9 hours a day aim training? What about timing? Is a medic pick worth the same during downtime versus when your team is about to push? But how would you even quantify any of this? Is it possible to put a number on the value of a play? What about the value of a player as a whole? You can't really put a point value on teamwork or distractions or keeping morale high by blasting a song into the mic on loop for a whole round. Someone could be at the bottom of the scoreboard because they've only killed medics at full Uber. A low score doesn't make someone a bad player. And that being said, you can't simply quantify the value of a person. It doesn't matter if it's a scoreboard or a bank account. People are more than just a number by their name. Even if you could, how would you even go about it? Well, obviously the answer isn't money, or else the best person in the world would be Elon Musk, and that's very much not true. And obviously it isn't how many kids you have, or else the best person in the world would be Elon Musk, and that's very much not true. And it's obviously not how good you are at video games, but at least we wouldn't have Elon to worry about then. I have absolutely no idea what the best method would be. I just feel like someone working 3 jobs in order to feed themselves and their kids shouldn't have to struggle, while Joe Tech Bro burns the planet in order to see a picture of a cat standing in spaghetti. Either way, due to something called surrogation, how you measure something often becomes more important than the thing you're measuring. If you judge disease outbreaks by how few people test positive, you get a president telling people not to get tested. If you judge hospitals purely by how profitable they are, you end up with people paying up to $25,000 a month just to die of cancer. And if you judge the value of a player by how many points they have, you end up with an entire team running Vaccinator in Spawn. I'm not saying every player needs to be loading up casual just to try hard for the cart or something, and I'm also not saying that nobody should play the objective. unless it's harmful. What I do firmly believe is that people should give back to their team, to their community, to their society. I just don't think it's possible to quantify what that means. I mean, like, you are worth so much more than just your output. If you get one kill all game, but it made you both laugh, then it was worth it. If you spend 100 hours on a single painting and you're proud of it, then it was worth it. If you spend an hour just relaxing and enjoying yourself, then it was worth it. You can't put an hourly wage onto happiness. I don't care how many hours you put in at your job, or how many contracts you've sold, or how early you start your grind. I care about how many napkins you've doodled on, how many smiles you helped create, how many lives you've touched, and I especially care about how much you enjoyed doing it. I value the inside jokes and the across the room silly glances. I value the shoulders that I've cried on and the heads that have cried on mine. I value the late night movies and the midday coffee catch-ups. I don't care how much money you have or what your title is at work. I want you to be happy. You deserve those late night 2 a.m. silly texts from a loved one. You deserve to look out and see a beautiful full moon in the sky. You deserve good things. And I genuinely believe that. Don't look at the scoreboard. Just unbind your tab key. Value your gameplay based on how many times you've smiled while playing, by how many memories you've made. You see, I don't remember a single moment of my best games, but some of the most fun I've had in my entire life was losing in a call with people that I love. I wouldn't trade even a second of getting my ass kicked for an entire match of perfect gameplay. I spend far more time regretting the grind than regretting the fall. After all of this, I just hope you can understand that your work is not your worth. You don't need to always be productive to be successful, because success is a made-up metric that doesn't matter. Go out and have fun, enjoy yourself, take what you need, and give what you can. And lastly, please don't unsubscribe.